All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Yahushua, Bashem, Christ. Give honors to the elder of the great millstone, salutation, and much love to Yakim out of personal the word juice. You brother speak.
Con. Hey, Con, we the. Go ahead. No, I was gonna say, hey man, we the brothers from GMS Tampa Bay 12. The camp out here in Tampa, Florida, the heart of Babylon, the belly of the beast. With another sit down. Hey man, pretty much you can see what's going on, man. We another day closer to Yahushua returning. World War III, the RFID chip is being pushed heavy. Hey man, we almost out of here, man. And ultimately persecution, is coming. The Lord got a lot of things getting ready to happen, man, to shake Jake up. And I just said this on my video through the spirit of power Yahweh Shai concerning the RFID chip. That chip is gonna shake you Jakes up, man. Because a lot of you people, are bugging out. You don't know that RFID chip is a mark of the beast. You're not taking the Lord serious. And ultimately, hey man, it's gonna catch you slipping, man. The scriptures speak about the Lord coming as a thief in the night, standing upon your watch. And our people are ultimately asleep. Jeremiah 4 said, "My people are foolish." And our people are caught up in this Christmas spirit. Any holiday that come out, our people is first head over. And that's why the Lord is going to destroy 2/3 of our people, man.
That's a clear indicator that these people are asleep. They're celebrating this BS known as Christmas. All right, which you see all these dumbass signs on people's lawns talking about Jesus is the reason for the season. But Yahweh Shai, who the world literally calls Jesus, has nothing to do with Christmas. He wasn't born around that time. He has nothing to do with because you and us, we got these people that we go up to, at these bars, these bartenders, and they're like, I celebrate Christmas or I celebrate Thanksgiving just to give thanks to the Lord. Like, man, fuck you, brother. If a brother can get that real quick, I will not hear your feast days, something like that.
That's Amos.
Yeah.
It's Amos. All right, but the Lord ain't hearing these fucking people, man. He's not hearing their cries. He's not hearing their hymns. All right, their songs that they sing. Okay. He's not hearing any of that, man. All these holidays, so-called holidays, which are really holidays, demonic days. All right, which I'll say this, for you brothers, think about this, man. A lot has been going on the last couple weeks. All right, and guess what? The winter solstice just came on December 22nd. All right, it's the shortest day of the year, and that's usually one of the times, along with the summer solstice, the spring equinox, the fall equinox. All right, Esau likes to do a lot of demonic ass stuff. All right, look, December 22nd, and now we're in Christmas, and all these things have been happening around this demonic ass time. Things are gonna get a lot worse, like the brother was saying. Brother got that precept?
Con.
Go ahead.
Amos, I'm gonna start at verse 18. It's Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
Mm-hmm.
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
See, and that's what the day of the Lord is going to be like, man. All right, that's not the one that I was looking for, but
it's going to go into it.
Oh, it's going to go into it? Okay, Con.
Yeah.
That's what the day of the Lord is going to be like. You get these people who celebrate Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, and it's a time for people to come together, which what you people don't understand is that your elites, the people who control what happens in your countries, is they set up these certain dates as days that they know when you're going to be at your house, so they come get you people, man. All right, but go ahead.
Con, it's like as if a man did flee from a lion and bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him. Yep. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness, and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it?
Kind. So, real quick, there's no escaping the judgment that's getting ready to come, man. No, just because it's Christmas doesn't mean that judgment is going to happen. You know, judgment will come, and it's getting ready to come to the entire planet Earth via Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who the world literally calls God and Jesus Christ, man. It's getting ready to come, man. All right, go ahead.
I hate and despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
And why does the Lord hate your feast days? Because you people are calling on false gods in the name of the Most High, man. Not in the name. You don't got these people calling on Yahweh Shai, but they're doing it in the name of, it's just they're just calling it by different names, but in their mind they're really thinking they're doing it to the Most High, man. Little do they know they're doing it to these other pagan gods and these other nonsense. So the Most High don't want to hear none of that shit, man. He don't even want to smell that. He don't want to hear you people's mouth. But guess what? He hears it all, man. He sees it all. Okay, that's why do you people think that the Lord is coming back to render his anger, man? To bring a recompense. Okay, go ahead.
All right, verse 21 again. I hate and despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Hey, brothers got that in Jeremiah?
Chapter 10.
Jeremiah 10?
Yep.
10.
Go ahead and get that.
You got it?
All right, go ahead. Salakia, Kanakala, read that again, Baba Kashar.
Yeah, you got to get that, man. Amos 5:21. I hate and despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
You see? The Lord despises these feast days of these people of this world, man. This is one of the feast days that he's talking about, this so-called Christmas. All right, which is nothing but a fucking demonic ass day, man. All right, you giving worship to a demon, okay? To a pagan god, which goes back to that to the worship of Saturn. All right, Saturnalia. Okay. You were saying something, Mark?
No, I said it goes back to Nimrod.
Yep.
That's the birthday they celebrate. Yeah.
Yep. Brothers got that in Jeremiah 10?
Yeah. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1.
And real quick, verse 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is this is proof that Christmas is talked about in the scriptures. All right. The not the Christmas that you think of today, but the origins of it. Okay, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1, and it reads, Hear ye the word which Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Get to the point, brother. Get to the point.
Okay. I jump down to verse 3. It says, For the customs of the people are vain.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what is this? Salakia, real quick. What does the scripture say in Exodus chapter 23? Fall not of the multitude to do evil, right?
Yeah.
There's another precept somewhere else. I forget where it's at. It says, follow or do not as the heathen do. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 3, it says, For the customs of the people are vain.
Oh, Salakia. read verse 2. Salakia, yeah, go ahead. Read that verse 2.
Verse 2, it says, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
You see? So don't learn not the way of the heathen, man. All right. And these Christmas trees, man, they go back to that Babylonian worship of Nimrod's penis, man. All right. So for you nincompoops out there that just don't know, man, it goes back to some demonic ass Babylonian worship. Okay. It said learn not the way of the heathen, man. This is the nonsense that heathens were doing back in the day, man. And since Israel was under subjection, they followed along with it. Because what is that scripture that says that we have been in good case since we were following the heathen, something like that?
Yeah.
Con, that's in Exodus, I think.
Kind. You brothers don't got to get it, but that the 2/3 of Israel, that's what they really thought, man. They thought they was in good case. They thought they would do better if they were to serve the heathens, man. So they started to slowly but surely follow the ways, follow the holidays and all these other worships that they had. Okay, until the point to where, okay, later, mama, put it over there. To the point to where now you got bug outs out here, all right, that just celebrate it every year. They don't even necessarily have to believe. They can be fucking atheists, man. They're still gonna celebrate Christmas. That's how bugged out these people are, man. They're atheists, but they're gonna celebrate Christmas. Like the mother of my son, she's a complete bug out. It's a complete atheist. But guess what? I guarantee you, came around this time, she over here fucking pouting and biting her lip, talking about why he ain't buying no presents for his son. That's just that's the mindset that these people are in, man. They rather follow the heathen and do as they do than to follow the ways of the Heavenly Father, man. Go ahead on that Jeremiah 10.
Kind going back to verse 3. I'll start from the top. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
Mm-hmm.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe.
Hey, and what do? They grow these trees. They grow. I forget what exactly type of tree it's called.
It's an evergreen tree.
Yep. They cut down. They grow that evergreen tree. They get it to the ample size. And guess what? You get some niggas that go out there and they get either the axe or the chainsaw, man. All right, and they cut that thing down. They send it to your Publixes. They send it to your Walmarts. They send it to the red and white tents on the side of the road. All right, and you got mad people buying them things. All right, you see, this is in the scriptures, man. For you people that don't want to believe in the scriptures, this is talking about the scriptures, man. Christmas goes back to the scriptures, but it doesn't go back to what you people believe it to. Go ahead.
Verse 4, it says, they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with a hammer that it move not.
So they deck it with silver and with gold. Talking about those ribbons, the little gold balls. All right, the lights,
the ornaments.
Right? Yeah, the ornaments. And then what? They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it not move not. Meaning what? That little stupid ass base. Nowadays, it's just those little things you screw and it holds the base of it. But it's what? It's a base that you screw into the wood for it won't move, man. Okay.
I got whoever's watching the video, I got it pulled up so they'll be able to see what we're talking about.
Yeah, I see it on the screen.
Yeah.
Get that one on the second row. The second one on the second row. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
See if you can make that big because it looks like it got some gold on it.
That's as big as it's a small one.
Oh, okay. But hey, the majority of the people, and I speak personally. In my family, when I used to see the Christmas tree getting put up, it was either gold ribbon or silver ribbon with gold or silver balls, man. And that's the majority of these people that celebrate Christmas. It's either gold and red or silver.
Well, there you go right here. Yeah.
Yep. You see, gold and red, silver or blue.
Got the little the demon at the top, the Tammuz, which that's where that really Nimrod is a Tammuz. So that goes all back to that. That's why they call it. Oh, this is the baby. You gotta. It's about baby Jesus. Well, they're really what they're worshiping is that idol, Semiramis. I mean, Semiramis and Tammuz, because they always hook that together. Oh, it's the sweet Virgin Mary and the baby Jesus. But that has nothing to do with what they call Christmas, because ultimately Christmas is not more than idol worship. That's why they kneel down before the tree. They give presents as if they're giving an offering, to the tree or to Nimrod. But ultimately, all that is idol worship. All right, pagan worship.
Mm-hmm.
You have more on that Jeremiah?
No, I got something real quick. just the lyrics from that song, "Joy to the World." You know how they every time around this year they say "Joy to the World." Here, check this out. It says, "Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King, and let every heart prepare him room. In heaven and nature sing." So, like it was going into, man, this has nothing to do with the Lord, man. The Lord Yahushua was not born on December 25th, man. You see, and all these idols ultimately go back to astrology, you know, worshiping the stars, worshiping the moon. That's why the scriptures say, "Be not dismayed at the heavens," man, because the heathens, they worship the sun, the stars, and the moon. But this is what this ultimately all go back to, man. All right, lining up certain pyramids to get certain thoughts from, you know, the sun, and you know, just complete.
This is a bunch of nonsense.
And that's why Psalms 94 says, "All the gods of the earth are idle, but the Lord made the heavens," man. These are all idols, man. But I just wanted to bring it out, brothers. You got it, Lash.
Con, I got a couple of verses here. This is Wisdom of Solomon 14, verse 27. It says, "For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning of evil." So, like, it's the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. So you're gonna have today's Christmas. So you're gonna have all these so-called worshipers of the Lord. They call themselves Christians, and I believe this and I believe the Bible. But then here it is, they're gonna go worship idols today. All day they're gonna cook ham, you know, the honey baked ham. They're gonna eat who knows what, you know, and what ultimately is all what it say. It said, because what they're doing is worshiping idols, and that's one of for them. These people that claim to be Christians, they don't even know the first two commandments of the 10 commandments. All right, if they knew, they would. Well, these people are stupid, so you know there's no reasoning with them. But verse 28 says, "For either they are mad when they be merry, or prophesy lies, or live unjustly, or else lightly forswear themselves. For insomuch as their trust is in idols which have no life, though they swear falsely, yet they look not to be hurt." So you got these people that trusting in these idols, you know. You got and these people that, you know, most likely if you're celebrating Christmas, you into some other bugged out shit as well. You know, probably got the candles with sweet Jesus on there. You know, because you think that, you know, you're not gonna be hurt because this is your God. You know, you praying to them, but you ain't getting no reply, right? Because the Lord got that a greater judgment coming for you. Two more verses says, "Howbeit, for both causes shall they be justly punished, both because they thought not well of the Most High, giving heed unto idols, and also unjustly swore in deceit, despising holiness." So there you go, man. These people are going to be justly punished. You want to talk about, this is for sweet baby Jesus, and you know, trying to bring wickedness and join it with the scriptures. Well, you're going to be justly punished for that, because that's a form of blasphemy. Talking about that this is a day that the Lord should be celebrated, his birth. That's all a bunch of nonsense, man. And the Lord is gonna have you pay for each and one of your words, man. Bring up to the charges. You know, because that's a great blasphemy, man. That's a damn filthy, wicked lie.
Yep.
Okay, man. Talking about the Lord. Come on, man.
Hey, to back you up, I got a scripture for you real quick. You said that's a lie, right? This Habakkuk 2, verse 18. "What profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof have graven it? The molten image and a teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trusteth therein to make dumb idols.
Mm-hmm.
Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise, it shall teach.
Yep.
Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it."
Yeah, so and that's all these people's gods, man, and that goes for not just this, you know, the gods that our people follow after, which is damn near all the gods of the nation. So really, but what they'll follow Buddha, they'll follow after Buddha, you know, they'll lay him over with some gold, Krishna, cobblestone. And like your boy, who was it? Your boy with the coconut head. you know, worshiping a damn coconut head with twigs sticking out of it. Where was that? Where was his God then? You know, when the popo came busting the door down, probably knocked it off the wall. You know,
Yeah, what was he in the courtroom?
See, these guys, they're the gods that these people worship, the idols. You know, there's no power in that. We actually seen the power of the Lord in spiritual ways. You know, we can see it, we can discern it. But what, these people ain't seen nothing from their gods they call on, man.
Hey, next scripture right here, next verse.
Okay.
Verse 20. But the Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him.
Mm-hmm. That's right, man. Because the Lord is the one that can intervene, you know. Not something that you had to make and now you're worshiping it, or you had to go buy it for $9.99. Come on, man. But what those same people that are worship, you know, like the coconut head guy, he a Christian in the church is no better than him, because the coconut head nigga probably not even gonna celebrate Christmas, but who knows, maybe he will. You know, that's how bugged out these people are, man. They don't know what the hell. It's madness, and it's really, that's why the Lord got to kill 2/3 of our people, man, because they're lost as hell. There's no, they're at the point of no return. The only remedy for them is nuclear fire. Because here it is, we this ain't the first time we talked about Christmas. Beginning with the elder apostles on down, we'd go through this every year. All these holidays that people celebrate and claim to be Christians, every year we go into them, and guess what? Not one person has changed their ways, you know, except, you know, maybe somebody close to you, then maybe they stop setting up Christmas lights or something. But you know, for the most part, people is stuck on stupid. That's why if a brother can grab at Jeremiah 4:22.
I'm in Jeremiah right now. I got you. This is a book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22, and it reads, "For my people is foolish; they have not known me; they are Sodom's children."
That's right, man. So our people are foolish, man. The people of Yahweh Shemashai, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, foolish, Sodom's children. Because who goes the hardest on these holidays? It's Jake. Jake be going all out, you know, acting like this is, and then it's back to reality tomorrow. All that I guarantee a lot of Jake is broke this month, just trying to satisfy ungrateful assholes, you know, so they can have some likes, and then ultimately worship an idol. They're sortish, man. Another brother can get that in Hosea too, to go with that. Hosea, what, 4 or 6, I think?
Yeah, 4 and 6, yeah.
Go ahead and read that again, Robert.
This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. It says, "For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are Sodom's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge."
That's right. They're wise to do evil. So, man, they have taken this to the extreme. These the ways of idol worship. Jake is the #1 idol worshiper on the planet. He's taken gods of other nations and worship it more than the damn other nations do. You know, they'll be the hardcore Buddhist, you know, but when you tell them that they're the chosen people of the Lord, nah, I'm okay. You know, because like the scripture, the brother, they're wise to do evil, but to do good, what is good? Coming back to Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's a step in the right direction, you know. But no, they would rather continue in their lies after it has been told to them that it's a lie than to do good, you know, because they're wise to do evil. Go ahead.
Hosea 4:6. "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge."
That's right. Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. What knowledge is talking about? Talking about the knowledge of the scriptures, the knowledge of this truth, the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Not talking about knowledge of hanging a damn Christmas tree or carving some pumpkins and giving out poison to little kids. But no, it's talking about the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. How to live, the knowledge of the commandments.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you brothers bring out that Jeremiah chapter 5 or no?
No.
No.
You finished with that, Kwam, or you still read?
A little bit more. I'll finish it off. It says, I read from the top, Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. You know, and that's heavy, because the scriptures say thy children lie at every corner as a wild bull in a net. That's the Most High just pretty much forgetting about the children of Israel, man. And why do you think so many Jakes are getting shot down in the streets, man? Not to go off, but ultimately, you know, the scriptures say the Lord will, because you have rejected knowledge, and the scriptures tell you, whoso despises the word shall be destroyed. So this is why 2/3 of our people are in a condition of being destroyed, man. They're not coming out of this mind state, man. The Lord has a perpetual reprobate spirit on our people, bro. That to the point where you can show them in the scriptures, where you know you can show them Revelations 1:13. You can read them Jeremiah 10. All right, you know you can show them, you know, and what they were still rejecting. Nah, this ain't. Nah, I hear you. It sound good. It sound but it ain't. You know, and then go and worship fucking Jesus Christ, man. That's the spirit of our people, man. They have a reprobate spirit, man. The Lord has forgotten them, man. Why? Because ultimately they have forgotten the law. You know.
I got a precept for that, brother, because you said not to go off, but you right on topic. You know.
Spirit.
This is the spirit. You know. This is Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 26. I'm gonna start at verse 26. It says, "For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men." And how do these wicked ass Jakes of Israel? How do they lay those traps and snares, man? Encouraging these people to celebrate these wicked ass holidays. That's one way, man. You know, have our people going after Thanksgiving, eating a fat honey cooked ham, stupid fat one, the biggest one in the grocery store. Jacob fucking fight over that shit just to get the fattest one. All right, for Christmas is the same thing, man. Leaving the neighborhood this morning, see Jake over there roasting a pig, cooking a ham hock. You know, hey man, Jake is just straight up bugged out. But continuing on, it says verse 27, Jeremiah 5:27, as a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxing rich. Right? Because what? Jake thinks that he's living a life. He's able to like we talked about earlier, you know, he would rather have went back to Egypt and lived off of what he was getting off of back then. Okay? And that's exactly what they did. That's why the scriptures say, woe to them that go to Egypt for help. Because 2/3 of Israel here in Babylon the Great, they've gone to Egypt for the help, man. That's why their houses are become great and waxing rich. Okay, because they've given their soul, all right, they've given themselves over to the system, all right, to the beast. Okay, this is Jeremiah 5:28. They are waxing fat, they shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. All right, you see? So Jake is just done took Christmas. Jake done took Halloween. He done took Easter. He done took this thing to like Buzz Lightyear says, man, above and beyond, man. He done took this thing to a whole nother galactic universe to what Esau really did, man. All right. It says they are waxing fat, they shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, because what? Who's the fatherless? The Israelites. Because really, The fatherless right now is the 2/3 because they have no father, because the Lord is not dealing with them. All right, the elect the Lord is dealing with, so they have a father. Just to make that point, but it says the cause of the fatherless. Talk really in general, talking about the Israelites. Okay, so you get these jakes who overpass the deeds of the wicked, especially these people who sell out to Esau, Edom, and they don't give a damn about their people. That's why they never go back to their hoods, man. Okay, it says they judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. You see, that's 2/3 of our people, man. That's these niggas in these houses living next door to us on every side, fucking celebrating this shit, man. These niggas ain't pleading the cause for the fatherless, man, for the needy. All right, and who's the fatherless and who's the needy? The fatherless, we already said, that's the Israelites. And who's the needy? Read Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know that poverty, but thou art rich, man. Okay, that's talking about the Israelites, man. For those of you that just don't know, man. For you Christians out there, vocab Malone, that's talking about Israelites, man. Go ahead, cause we ain't got the kingdom yet, man. We got our heritage, our heritage took from us, man. And all this other nonsense that these people celebrate, man, that ain't part of our heritage, man. That ain't part of Israel. That ain't what Israelites do. All right. That's what the wicked do, man. That's why the scripture specifically said, man, follow not a multitude to do evil. Do not as the heathen do, man. Because you're going to get caught up with their bullshit and you're going to get judged for it, man. And now look at you fucking simpletons out there, man. You're getting judged for your own handiwork. All right? Man, I can't even say enough about this damn Christmas shit. You brothers already know, man. I be getting calls all day trying to see someone opening their gifts and shit. So, yeah, man. That shit, man, just pisses me the fuck off, man.
Hey, real quick, if I may say this to back you up, the spiritual when the scriptures say it, the filthy conversation of the wicked vex just lot, man. You know, you're in the right spirit. The scriptures tell you that, man. You know, this is the right spirit you're supposed to be in. You're supposed to be vexed because the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High is not being flourished on the planet Earth. But I got something real quick. You know, it's in the spirit. This is Exodus 32, verse 7.
Hey, so like real quick. I gotta say this, man, because this is how wicked this place is. Is my mother asked me the other day? She's like, "You didn't get your own daughter no gifts?" I said, "No." What do I look like? I was like, "I'm not buying no Christmas gifts. Like, what's wrong with you?" Like, man, that shit's vexing, man. Like, these fucking people just don't understand the ways of the Israelites, man. Like, they just don't understand. And that shit really is vexing, just like brother was about to bring up, man. What Noah had to go to, Catalina. You know, he knew, but he knew that the other people didn't know, and he was trying to tell them, but they didn't want to listen. That's the same thing we go through in this world, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, though.
Hey, the brother, you know, in the spirit, the brother say, then you may look like you ain't shit, you know, like you ain't. Yeah, and that's crazy because that's what it do, you know. And the scriptures tell you about how that vex you, man. You know, that's heavy, man. You know, you look at as you ain't shit. You in the wrong spirit. Why does every time I come, this nigga don't celebrate Thanksgiving? You know, he don't celebrate Christmas. You know, he don't like. Damn, they looking at you like you a deadbeat dad, man. Yeah. This dude just completely don't take care of his daughter. You know how Kathy doing? You know she's doing way better when she with me than when she with you. You know,
hey, real quick. The only reason I got my daughter right now is because of the Christmas schedule, man. That's the only reason why she running around here, man. Because of the whole Christmas schedule. So I get half the day till tomorrow, and then have to take her back because of Christmas.
Damn, she ain't coming back with no gifts. Wow,
yeah,
man. You know? That's right. You might not see it in February now. You know, this place is wicked, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but real quick, I just got a precept proving that there is no new thing under the sun. All right, Jake been doing this since the foundation, man. Real quick, let me get this in Isaiah 41:29. Behold, They are all vanity. Their works are nothing. Their molten images are wind and confusion. All right, going to Exodus 32, verse 7. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go, get thee down, for thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed unto it, and said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt. And the Lord said unto Slop, go ahead, you got it.
Real quick, you brothers ever seen that movie, The Ten Commandments?
Nah, I ain't catch that.
The old one? Nah.
Man, yeah, the old one. You brothers see that shit, man. You gonna see this precept the brothers reading to a T, the description of how these Israelites were fucking doing, man. Partying up like it was fucking 1999 and shit. When Moses came back from the mountain over here worshiping the calves and shit. Literally, like it was 1999, man. Like the world was getting ready then. These niggas just going all out. That's how the Israelites are really fucking doing, man. You know, these are the same niggas that we having to deal with in these last days, man. Lord willing, we those men, and we got to deal with these people, though. You know? But go ahead, just want to bring that up.
Hey, Khan, yeah, that's heavy, man. That's heavy. Exodus 32, verse 8. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. And that's heavy, man. It said quickly, man. You know, Jake got a short, temperance span, man. You know, Jake just got a short memory, everything. You know, Jake just got, he just quick and just go off. You know, it said quickly went away. They quickly forgot about how the Lord delivered them. They quickly forgot about how the chariot was over them. They quickly forgot how the Lord split, the Red, going back to the Red Sea. You know, they quickly forgot how the Lord delivered them, man. All right, it says they have made them a molten calf, and that's heavy too, because in the book of 2 Kings, when the split going back to Jeroboam, Rehoboam, the same thing happened, man. You know, I believe it was Jeroboam. We always get the two mixed up, Jeroboam, Rehoboam, but over the northern kingdom, he didn't want to go back to Jerusalem. Because he saw that the Jews would kill him, man. He thought that the southern kingdom would kill him. So what did he say? He said, "Look, we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna, keep the Passover, keep the feast here in Israel." And he said, "Let these be your gods, man." Okay, that was the most wicked thing. The scripture say that was the most abominable thing that he had did. All right, in the sight of the Most High, man. So there's nothing new, man. You Jakes always continuously went off, man. The way of righteousness was always you were blinded to it, man. You know, you were caught up in sacrificing to these gods and worshiping yourself and worshiping false idols that the Lord just, cut you off generation to generation. And that's why people can't get it to this day. Why? Because they did the same thing in the Old Testament, man. They did the same thing when we came out of Egypt. They did the same thing in the book of the Kings, man. They did the same thing in the book of Judges. The scriptures say, nevertheless, even though they served Balaam and Ashtoreth, which today would be Ishtar, which would be Easter, the scriptures say, nevertheless, the Lord still raised up judges. All right, so there's nothing new under the sun, man.
And if I can say real quick, that's what you call insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Our people constantly, pretty much it goes, Jake goes so hard over idols because Jake hates the Lord. Going into pride, it tells you in Sirach 10th chapter that pride, the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High and his heart is turned away from his maker. So Jake goes so hard because ultimately they hate Yahweh Shemel Shai. And it tells you in the next verse, it says, the beginning of pride, the sin is the beginning of pride, and he that have it shall pour out abomination. And that's why it's what Jake want to roast pork, have, ham hocks and all type of manners, because they transgress the laws, and the Lord put a perverse spirit on them, and they're going into Mayim, Isaiah 59 chapter, it tells you that he had true faileth, and he that departed from evil, making himself a prey. So you don't want to be evil no more. So now everybody's attacking you like, oh, you're a terrible dad, you're a terrible parent. You don't care about your family. But here we're telling you about the truth, and it says truth faileth. So because people don't hear the truth because they want to do their own thing.
Okay, I got a quick preset for you because like the brothers was going into, and most of our people they'll go with it. They'll go with the heathen. To being good, so they can be good case because they don't have faith. But there's men on this earth that were gifted with that, And this is an account, you know, where they were trying to force Jake to eat the swine flesh. But I'm just gonna go to the point because you know it'll encompass this as well. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 7 verse 2. But one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers. There you go, man. That's the integrity you got to have, man. We'd rather die than transgress the laws of Yahweh Shema Shai. These people willingly do it, all right? You know, but you know, there's men on the earth that the Lord has given faith, all right, to actually believe, you know, and not go after the ways of the heathen. Because that's like the brother's saying. Ultimately, they don't believe in Yahweh Shema Shai. They hate him because you know they're like, man, look at the condition we in, man. There ain't no way, you know. So you know they might call themselves Christians, but ultimately, when they hear the truth, they don't believe it because they don't see it. Because what it wasn't given unto them. Yahweh Shai said, "Unto you it is given; unto them is not given." You know, the Lord don't want everybody right now. That's why He's always had. From the beginning, he's always had the people that come. He's always had the remnant, and then he's always had the bug outs, you know, and it's never changed through the whole from Genesis until Revelation to the missiles drop. Then our people will get right.
I got a quick precept. This is Proverbs 8 verse 36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. You know, and that's what we're, you know, what the brother Michael was saying, you know, our people's heart is turned from Yahweh Shema Shai. So what? Now they're pushing out abominations, man. All their acts, you know, they're like we started off with Amos, 5th chapter. All right, the Lord is not smelling their feast days, you know, their sacrifices, you know, because it's all abominable. Their heart is turned from the Most High, man. They hate Him. So what? They love death, man. All right, and going back to what the brother I said, you know, so guess what? The Lord ain't dealing with everybody. That's why He said He would be a little sanctuary, man. All right, in all the lands where He have scattered us, man, because Jake is gone. Jake is through. You know, if you don't have a spiritual eye, man, you're gonna get caught out here, man. You know, you're gonna spend the time at your mom's house and find out, you know, that you're gonna find yourself celebrating these certain things, man. You know, but this is a problem, man. Our people are constantly caught up in idolatry, man. Yep. Constantly caught up in idolatry. Because what? You can't serve two masters, man. So you're not serving the Most High. So what? Our people are serving the devil, man. Ultimately, today will be Esau Edom. Yep. Okay, the spirit, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, man. I just want to say that, but you got it.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna say, go ahead. Let me. You got a preset?
Yeah, it's a couple. So go ahead.
Okay. Just to add on to what the brother was saying. You know, this is why the Lord ultimately had the second covenant, because it don't matter what you do with Jake. The Lord, He made Jake so hard-headed and strong-willed that you could teach them over and over, and they still it don't matter what they see. They can see the miracles happen. They can see the Lord Himself come down in a chariot. It don't matter what you do, Jake. No matter what, is still gonna rebel. They will always rebel. The Lord said there's a stiff-necked people. He even told, I think he told Ezekiel, maybe it was Ezekiel. It was one of Ezekiel, Isaiah, or Jeremiah. He said, if they have not heard me, they're not going to hear you either. But look, you still got to go out there and tell them. But you know, that's why ultimately he got to put them down like a rabid dog, and then put the laws in our inward parts. Don't even give them an option to go off, because if you give, just like the scriptures talk about women, you know, remember, we the Most High's woman. So what the scriptures say about giving liberty to gather abroad, about the water, you leave a little bit of passage and it's gonna find its way through there. That's the same way with Jake, man. Jake, man, you give Jake an inch, they're gonna take the whole world, shit. But you know, that just to add on to what the brother was saying, that you know, that's why they gotta be stopped, man. And you know, and then ultimately wake up in a righteous mind state in the kingdom of heaven. But go ahead out.
Just real quick, I'm gonna read through it because it's a couple verses, so I'm gonna kind of skim through it. It's Deuteronomy 31 verse 15. And the Lord appeared in the tabernacle in a pillar of a cloud, and the pillar of the cloud stood over the door of the tabernacle. And the Lord said unto Moses, Behold, thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, and this people will rise up and go a whoring after gods of the strangers of the land. Now this is the 31st chapter. So the 28th chapter, we all aware of the 28th chapter. All right, and the Lord already told us what will happen to us if we didn't obey the curses. All right, but furthermore, it says, whether they go to be among them, and will forsake me and break my covenant which I have made with them. Like the brother said, that's why the Lord had to make the second covenant. All right, because they broke the first covenant. All right, reading on, it says, then my anger shall be kindled against them in that day. All right. And we coming into, because this happened before, but we coming into that day again, the second time around. You know, what the Lord is just going to ultimately just judge Jake, man. All right. Beyond 70 AD measures. All right. You know, something that's never been seen before. It says, and will forsake them, and I will hide my face from them, and they shall be devoured, and many evils and troubles shall befall them, so that they will say in that day, are not these evils come upon us, because our God is not among us? Because, you know, when in affliction, Jake got to learn by affliction, man. All right, Jake got to learn by being hurt, being put to death. Because as we were speaking on the liberty, when it's liberty, when you don't have to, when it ain't a gun to your head, or when somebody not twisting your ear, okay, or got a belt to your ass, you want to do what you want to do. But when the Lord really bring that fire and that pain, then that's when you want to seek the Lord. Then they're gonna be calling on Jesus, whatnot. Then they're gonna be no. That the brothers are right. It's Yahweh Shai, or they're gonna be trying to seek the true God, because at the end of the day, you know, they're gonna be trying to seek the truth, man.
Yep.
You know,
kind of real quick, and that's why we're not gonna feel sorry for them in that day. Quick precept that a brother had put up like 20 minutes ago. Now bring it out real quick, because of what you said. This is Jeremiah 11:14 says, therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or a prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. So like the brother just said, man, they're gonna be trying to, oh dang, what was that name? You know, trying to call on the name, trying to get answers now. But look, the Lord ain't gonna. He specifically said, don't even pray for them. You know, so hey, that's like they said, they got to learn through adversity. You know.
Yep. Gotta learn through adversity and through affliction, man. All right. So back in Deuteronomy 38:18, and I will surely hide my face in that day, for all the evils which they shall have wrought in that day, they are turned unto other gods. Okay. So the Lord is gonna hide his face, man. You know, the doors of mercy gonna be shut, the internet gonna be shut off. All right. The time of getting this knowledge gonna be shut off, ultimately going to the family of the word, because they make, you know, they abuse the prophets, man. You know.
Yep.
If I may say something real quick, you know, since we're going in on that, you know, people are going to understand the reality of why we on the corners when we not on the corners, man. People are going to understand the seriousness of us going out, man. You know, while we were out there, they're gonna know the whole purpose why we out there. But when they go to get it, we're not gonna be there, man. All right, and this is the mercy of the Lord, you know, to actually understand what we doing, man. You know, you Jakes, man. You know, you all the time, all the day long, you took the liberty of the Lord for weakness. You took the mercy of the Most High for weakness, man. You took the prophets for weakness, man. You know how many prophets our people killed, man? So we coming into the time where the Lord is going to remove the prophets off the corner this time, man. You know, and you Jakes are going to lose your damn minds, man, because you walking past and you watching the videos, all right, suggested videos of us condemning this place according to the scriptures, us trying to get you right, get you prepared for the things that's getting ready to come, the judgment that's coming on Jake, because the scriptures tell you judgment shall begin at the house of Israel, you know. But what you hear this and you walk past it, you know, and you don't, it's not registering to you that this is serious. So the only way it's going to be registered to you how serious this truth is by affliction, it's by adversity, okay, it's by misery, man.
Okay. Hey, like Apostle Gabar always likes to say, forget roughly how it goes, but he says when teaching doesn't work, adversity will, or something like that. I forgot how he says it, but it's a good little quote. And that's true, man. They don't want to learn now, so wait, they're gonna learn the hard way.
Right.
Yep. Hey, and that's what I had in mind when I was saying what I was saying. Affliction. When teaching the word, affliction will. And I want to say this real quick, and that's why the men of the Lord, is gonna be so precious in those last days, man. They're gonna be seeking after men of the Lord, men that had this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Because look, while we've been going out for years and years and years, I was meditating on this earlier today. While we've been going out for years and years, and I don't say us, from the elder apostle down, us as a whole, the Israelites. While we've been going out years for years, preaching the word, warning the elect, blowing the trumpet, you got the elites of this society been preparing to bring these evils and preparing for this evil day, building up bunkers, all this shit, preparing themselves to hire elites. And 2/3 of our people and the rest of the people just not doing nothing. So while the elites been preparing physically, we've been arming ourselves spiritually, man. So we can be set and be in the right mind and the right spirit in those times, man. And bro, you're gonna feel, man, the mercy of the Lord, bro. It's out of this world because, bro, we have something that men are literally gonna be seeking and searching for, bro. Well, all they had to do was make their body a living sacrifice. Was by giving up their time, all right? Dedicating their life to the Lord, coming out on the highways and byways, coming out of that. That's all you had to do, man. That's all you had to do. The Lord didn't. It's not the college where you $30,000 in debt once you got this knowledge, man. The Lord just asked you for your fucking time, man, to make your body a living sacrifice. All right, as he did physically, he sacrificed his body. The Lord was just asking you to make your body a living sacrifice, man. All right, he wasn't asking much from you to serve him wholeheartedly. All right, and you didn't do it, so therefore you're gonna have to pay the cost, man. Plain and simple. That's all I gotta say. Go ahead, Art.
That's ultimately what it comes down to is the faith. You have to believe, and that's the Lord's will. We part of that number. That's why we're blessed, because we believe, and we don't need to see signs. We're not looking for a sign. We are the prophets of the Lord are the sign. The spirit, the prophecies. What more sign do you want? But just like before, and we'll close up after this precepts. Just like before, even if they do have a sign, which they do, 2/3 they got a sign. That's why we're out there. So that's why you can't have an excuse when judgment comes, But nonetheless, they still wouldn't believe. Even if the Lord came back right now and walked among us and taught with us, they would treat him worse than they treat us. Imagine that. All right, so this is Judges chapter 10. Points at 14, but I'm gonna start at 11. It says, "And Yahweh said unto the children of Israel, Did I not deliver you from the Egyptians and from the Amorites and from the children of Ammon and from the Philistines? The Zidonians also and the Amalekites and the Moabites did oppress you, and ye cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hand. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more." You ask what you Jakes, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, ask yourself why you in the state you're in. Well, it's because your own doing. You forsook the Lord. All right, so he forsook us. Here's the point. Judges 10 and 14. "Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation." Hey, in that time of tribulation is going to be the time of Jacob's trouble, man. The hour of temptation. There's going to be great tribulation. And the Lord said, look, since you wanted to celebrate Christmas, you wanted to call on sweet Jesus, all right? Whoever you call upon, go call on them when the time of your tribulation comes, all right? And see when you the dial tone you're gonna get, all right? Us on the other hand, we got a direct line to the Lord, to the Heavenly Father, man, through Yahushua, all right, by calling on their names, man. All right, so any brothers got any closing statements? If not. So with that, Lord's will, this was an edifying lesson. Until you sincere Akim out there, brothers, just keep pushing because we're almost out of here. It ain't gonna be too much longer, Lord's will, And I'm not talking about a couple hours, but you should know the time we in by the signs. But you want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, and salutation, much love to you, sincere Akim out there. Shalom.
Shalom.